I request everyone to please rise as the dignitaries arrive. Please be seated. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism, the quality of being full of hope and confidence about the future. The essence of teaching is to make learning contagious, to have one idea spark another. Good afternoon, one and all, respected dignitaries, invited guests, and all dear teachers. 5th September is a day dedicated to rejoice and celebrate this noble profession and to commemorate the birth anniversary of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, who was an Indian philosopher, former president, the greatest educationist and scholar of the nation. A teacher is always given the greatest regard in our society. Their selfless contribution has always made wonders. Let us remember, one book, one pen, one child, and one teacher can change the world. With an extremely grateful heart, I wish a very happy Teachers' Day to all the gifted souls present here who selflessly work to build the future of the students. To an auspicious beginning, I would like to invite all the dignitaries to please step forward to light the ceremonial lamp and to pay homage to Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. I request everyone to please stand as a sign of respect for the ceremony.
Deepam Jyoti Parabrahma Deepam Sarvatamopaham Deepena Satyate Sarvam Sandhya Deepam Namostute Deepam Jyoti Parabrahma Deepam Sarvatamopaham Deepena Satyate Sarvam Sandhya Deepam Namostute Deepam Jyoti Parabrahma Deepam Sarvatamopaham Deepena Satyate Sarvam.
Remain standing for the college anthem. I now request the dignitaries to occupy their positions on the dais. I now request Professor Jafar Muhammad, Principal, Indian Academy Evening College, to deliver the welcome address.
Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, of the dais, invitees, guests, fellow teachers and friends. We have with us today for this Teachers' Day celebration the respected chief guest, Dr. B.G. Satyaprasad, renowned academician and author of several books and impactful teacher. Sir, your gracing the occasion to be with us this afternoon is of immense joy and satisfaction. I, on personal behalf, on behalf of the entire group of institution, welcome you, sir. I request Honorable Chairman, sir, to welcome our chief guest by presenting a sapling as a symbol of affection and regards. Thank you, sirs, for the honors. Dr. T. Somshekar, Chairman of Indian Academy Group of Institution, is teacher par excellence. He is in the service of higher education from nearly 5 decades. First as a doctoral research scholar in Bangalore University, and then postdoctoral researcher and teacher in renowned universities in United States of America, and fully involved as Chairman of Indian Academy Group of Institution from nearly 3 decades. Sir, your presence is of immense value. I, on personal behalf and on behalf of the entire group of institution, welcome you, sir. I request Mr. Uddhav Khatri, Senior Lecturer, Department of Mathematics, Indian Academy Pre-University College, to welcome Chairman, sir, with a sapling. Thank you, sir. Professor Surya Narayana, Director, Academic Excellence, is with us today. He has vast experience as an exemplary teacher both in India and abroad. I welcome you, sir. I request Mr. Kalyanasundaram, Senior Lecturer, Department of English, Indian Academy Pre-University College, to welcome sir with a sapling. Thank you, sir. Professor Hariharan Anantaraman, Director, Science and Technology Education, Indian Academy Group of Institution. Sir has vast expertise in the area of information technology and has experience both from industry and academia. I welcome you, sir. I request Mr. Girish CU, Senior Lecturer, Department of Kannada, Indian Academy Pre-University College, to welcome sir with a sapling. Thank you, sir. Professor Shobha, Associate Professor, Department of Economics, Indian Academy Degree College Autonomous, has a long association with Indian Academy Degree College Autonomous, a popular and effective teacher having both expertise in her subject domain and in organizing cultural events. I welcome you, madam, as you are one of the felicity for this year's Teachers' Day celebrations. I request Dr. Muthu Arsi, HOD of UG Commerce, Indian Academy Degree College Autonomous, to welcome madam with the sapling. Professor Leena Elizabeth, Principal, Indian Academy College of Nursing, a dedicated teacher, administrator navigating the nursing institutions with finesse. Today, she is one of the felicity for this year's Teachers' Day. I welcome you, madam. I request Professor Suganti Rajagopal, Senior Lecturer, Department of Commerce, Indian Academy Pre-University College, to welcome madam with a sapling. Thank you, madam. Professor Lata V, Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, Indian Academy Degree College Autonomous, a committed teacher with seriousness in whatever work she do, be it conducting examinations or other tasks assigned. Today, she is one of the felicity for this year's Teachers' Day celebrations. I welcome you, madam. I request Professor Devya CJ, Senior Lecturer, Department of Computer Science, Indian Academy Pre-University College, to welcome madam with a sapling. Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Reena Sham, Director, IA School of Management Studies, is with us today. a dedicated teacher, an able administrator with leadership qualities. I welcome you, ma'am. I request Professor Radha P., Professor, Indian Academy College of Nursing, to present a sapling to Dr. Reena Shah. Thank you, ma'am. Professor Shalini, Vice Principal, Indian Academy Degree College Autonomous. Madam is an accomplished teacher, an author of many books, and a capable administrator. I acknowledge her presence and welcome you, ma'am. I request Professor Smita KP, Professor, Indian Academy College of Nursing, to welcome her with a sapling. Professor Rajeshwari J., Principal, Indian Academy Pre-University College, a dynamic and dedicated leader, organizing Teachers' Day celebration for entire group of institution year after year. I welcome you, ma'am. I request Professor Pooja Archana Sahu, Professor, Indian Academy IA School of Management Studies, to welcome madam with a sapling. Let us join in welcoming all the teachers on this beautiful occasion. Let us take the opportunity to convey our wishes to all our teachers who have given impeccable contribution in shaping us. Every year, 5th September, that is today, we celebrate Teachers' Day. I once again welcome one and all here.
Thank you, sir, for the warm welcome. I take this privilege to welcome Professor Jafar Muhammad, Principal, Indian Academy Evening College. I now call upon Assistant Professor Afzal Basha, IA School of Management Studies, to welcome sir with a sapling. I now take immense pleasure in requesting our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. B.G. Satyaprasad, Professor and Director at GT Institute of Management Studies, to address the gathering.
Very good afternoon to all of you. A happy Teachers' Day to each one of you. By saluting Sarvapalli Dr. Radhakrishna, Dr. Abdul Kalam, Dr. Manmohan Singh, Gopalakrishna Gokhale, and all the eminent teachers who have changed the scenario of India from 1900 to 1947 and after 1947 to till today. The contribution to this great nation from extraordinary teachers are many. We are so powerful today, it is because of the dedicated teachers who have contributed enormously in the field of science, technology, society, politics, and administration. Respected Chairman of the Indian Academic Group, Dr. T. Somashekar, all the institutions' heads, the principals, head of the departments, esteemed professors. Today, these three madams are going to be honored, awardees, and all my fellow colleagues and fraternity people in the teaching line. It is a heterogeneous group. The role of the teachers in the colleges or in the education system is totally different from each segment. The role of the teacher in the school is different from the role of the teachers from first PU and second PU, and the role of the teachers in higher education, degree colleges, and the role of the teachers in the post-graduation and even in guiding the research scholars, the roles are totally different from each segment. And it is very difficult to address a heterogeneous group of this, where you are drawn from PUC, you are drawn from degree, post-graduation, nursing, and all other varieties of institutions which are run under the stewardship of Dr. T. Somsekhar. I will have my talk as an integral part of the teachers in the education system. A general talk. If I were to be the speaker for school, I would have delivered a separate speech. If I were to be the speaker of PU, I would have given separate delivery for them. Now it is a heterogeneous group. Let me make a common, comprehensive address to all of you. A teacher is an integral part of the education system. How? One side the parents, another side the students, right hand side the himself or herself, government, university, and even the management. 5 to 6 different angles a teacher has to play her role or his role. Now coming to the role of the teacher towards the parents. Now what class of parents we have today in the society? You are all handling the situation every day. You know what kind of parents we have. We have highly educated parents. We have politicians' parents. We have IAS parents, IPS parents. We have socially backward parents, teachers' parents, businessmen parents, extraordinary lovable parents, parents of extra different types of groups of people will come to the college. Now you being the teacher, you have to play a versatile role amongst all these people. You cannot have homogeneous type of knowledge to handle this heterogeneous group. You can't address the same way how you are addressing the parent of IAS and IPS officers. You cannot address the parents the way where socially backward, downtrodden people who are socially neglected society of this nation. We have a separate discussion, separate dialogue, separate treatment between the teachers and to that type of group. Basically, what is that we can make a broad rule how exactly we have to address the parents in a given situation. You see, the teachers are gurus who are the second parent to the kid. Parents will give a lot of respect to the teachers because after their education at home, they believe the institution and they believe all of us. They hand over the kids to you. They have got highest hopes and regards and respect to the teachers. They feel that by joining my kid, my student to this college, he or she will be totally transformed into a good citizen of the society. That is the dream what the parents are going to have at the time of giving the admission to the colleges and schools. Now at that time, you need to plan accordingly in such a manner when you call the parents for the parents meeting. You being the class teacher, you being the principal, you being the head of the department of the particular department, you have to address in such a manner that you must be acceptable to the parents. Most of the teachers, what they do, the moment when the parent comes to the college, they will make a list of complaints against the school, against the kids. Madam, he is very notorious. He is not going to listen to the classes. He is very mischievous. He is irregular. He is naughty. And he is making a ganging type of gangs, different groups, different camps in the college. If you start making the list of the negative complaints of the kids to the parent, he or she will not come and see you again. You see, the parents are well aware of what kind of kid they have produced. Parents are knowing whether he is a notorious or a rowdy type of boy or a rowdy type of girl. Everything they know. Even after knowing for 16 years, 17 years, if they were to listen the same thing from you, imagine, who will come to you as a teacher? And immediately after they say, I know, ma, I know, because I am the mother. I have delivered the baby. I know my son's character. I know my daughter's character. After knowing that only I have got admission to the Indian Academy. Again, don't tell me the same story, what about my son and what is the quality of my daughter. What is your contribution to the same boy and the same girl? That is very important. Yes, he is a notorious. He is too intelligent. Two extremes. In a class of 100, 20 students does not require you at all. They read on their own. Parents will pamper, parents will guide, parents will give computer, parents will give all kinds of facility, and the students are also extraordinarily bright. They don't need the teachers at all. They voluntarily take up the competitive examination. Where your role is required for 80% of the remaining lots. Your role is required for the socially downtrodden parents, disturbed parents, poor parents. You don't need your service. Your services are not required to a highly qualified parent at all. They know how exactly the grooming is to be done, training is to be given, what is the future of the nation, what is the future of the kid. Everything will be told at the time of breakfast, lunch and dinner. So, you cannot have as a teacher one type of treatment to the parents. How heterogeneous parents are there, same type of strategy that you need to develop, and don't give any negative statements about the boy and the girl or the student to the parents, because they will be very upset to again hear the same kind of story from the college teachers and the school teachers. Therefore, being a teacher, you must know how to handle the parents, how to handle the situation, how to give the suggestions, how exactly a notorious student can be converted into a best citizen of the country. There the role of the teacher is very, very important. Therefore, for the parents, you are the guru, you are this immediate next person very important in the entire life. Be careful about handling the parents of heterogeneous group when they come for parents meeting, when they come for seeing the marks, when they come for fees concession, when they come for so many reasons. Then coming to the students, as the parents are heterogeneous, students are also heterogeneous. Rowdies, timid, innocent boy, naughty boy, naughty girl, disturbed boy, disturbed girl, neglected boy, neglected girl, high funda boy, high funda girl. The girl used to come in a car, boy used to come in a bicycle, bike, a costly bike, carrying the mobile of more than $1 lakh, carrying the cash every day about 5,000 to 10,000 rupees, don't care for the teachers, don't care for the institution. He joins the college for a different purpose. He is also a student in the class. Now, how to handle that kind of a heterogeneous group of students? You are a teacher, you must be highly sensitive, highly committed, highly involvement-oriented person. Then only the students will listen to you. Whatever the category of the student you have in the class of 100, if you are expert, if your delivery is good, if your knowledge is good, if you are too intelligent, if you are too creative, if you are too committed, all 100 students will touch your feet. If you are not amongst those characteristic features, you will become a mockery in the class. Therefore, See what kind of quality you need to develop to handle the heterogeneous students. Some of the intelligent students, their parents, they will guide them in the house. Whatever the teacher teaches in the class, please verify their statement, verify their notes through the Google, through the information technology. What is happening in America, that is available in your mobile. Be careful in handling the students. Gone are those days, whatever the teacher used to say, the students used to follow. No, they will verify. They will cross-examination, they will do. They will verify each and every component, what you are going to deliver in your class will be experimented, will be compared. Then only they will declare that you are an excellent teacher. While giving the feedback, they will give 90, 95 and 100 out of 100. Otherwise, you will never cross 50. So, if your feedback must be good, if you are going to handle the comfortable students of heterogeneous group, you please understand the psychology of all the groups. Why he has become naughty, why he is so intelligent, why he is socially neglected, why he is economically weak, what kind of support I can give it to this fellow and what kind of strategy that I should develop to this person and how exactly I have to treat the notorious fellow. One role, one type of behavior, one type of talk, one type of delivery will not serve the purpose today. Therefore, heterogeneous students and heterogeneous characters must be handled very comfortably in the classroom. Coming to the management. Management have recruited you. They have verified your qualifications. They have got highest hopes on you. Walls, bricks and buildings and mic will not teach. To teach, the teacher is required. Therefore, they have recruited you. They are paying the salary. You are making the life out of it. You are dealing every inch of activity of your house through the salary what you get from the colleges. What government has to do in this situation, these private managements are doing to the society. Government cannot give so many recruitments to all of us. That is the reason why private institutions are encouraged. And private entrepreneurs are also exciting thrillers like Dr. T. Somshekar. They don't mind in putting any amount of investment to the colleges, building infrastructure and other things. And at the same time, they are ready to pay the salaries to the teachers also. In return, what they expect? What is that they want from you? You are the teacher, you are qualified, you are postgraduate, you are doctorate holder. Parents are having highest expectations on the management. Management have recruited all the students for all the courses. All the courses are full, admission is full. Then what next? Next is delivery. Who has to give the delivery? Chairman himself cannot take all the classes by himself. It is impossible. Then what the chairman would normally do, he will identify, as he has identified so many hundreds of teachers and HODs and the principals to run the colleges. With what kind of belief and confidence they recruit you? What they want? They want the excellent delivery. Delivery means results. A congenial atmosphere. What do you mean by congenial atmosphere? The college should not have any suicides. The college should not have any kidnaps. The college should not have any drugs. The college should not have any antisocial activities in the campus. College should have a good environment. College should have given the promises to the society that it is an excellent institution where I should go or my daughter, my son should join, where all the teachers are good, all the teachers are excellent. That is the dream of any entrepreneur for that matter. Rank 1 or 2 ranks every year in each of the course. Some distinction student, some extraordinary sports activity, state level, national level, international level. If the college name is going to be there in the newspaper, either in the 10th page or in the first page, they are supremely happy. No management is interested in knowing 3 suicides in a year, 2 kidnaps in 3 years, and it is ragging college, it is rigging college, it is a copying college, it is teachers themselves will allow the students to copy all such rotten things. The owners are not interested in knowing it. They have got the basic dream, they have got the highest dream. Therefore, who has to deliver it? You have to deliver it. You have to create it. You have to build it. So your role to the management is this: management has got a unique role by themselves. Therefore, you plan accordingly in such a manner that your contribution should feel comfortable, happy to the management, trustees, as well as the key person who is taking care of the institution. You see, so many colleges, every day you see the newspaper, one or the other incident will happen. Some police case, some drinking case, some atrocities, some exploitation. No management, no society is interested in having that kind of a situation anymore. We can't tolerate. For that, who is responsible? Teachers are responsible. Teachers should groom, teach, and make a congenial environment and atmosphere to the students to study in that particular institution. Then the government also expects something from you. Who are all there in the government? State government, central government, universities, AICTE, NAC, UGC. So many regulatory bodies are looking and observing all of us. Government, both state and the central government, will give the affiliation to us so that you should also contribute to the education field in the most meaningful way. That is how affiliation they give. After giving the affiliation, smooth conduct of the classes throughout the year. In the process, NAC accreditation, grading, quality of the education, and overall development. Now, even after 75 years of independence, our post-graduation enrollment has not crossed 30%. For many years, it was 20% and less than 20%. Those who are doing PG post-graduation courses, out of 140 crore population, not even 20% of the people went to higher education. That is our paradoxical situation of this country. Education is furthermore having the scope and opportunity even after another coming 100 years. That kind of a scope is prevailing even in India today, as of today. So therefore, government is also keeping an eye on you. How you are teaching the student, how you are grooming the student, how you are coming up in your life, how the country is going to be shaped. Don't think Indian Academy as the only institution where you are dealing in. You imagine how many schools, how many colleges, how many universities are there in the country. How many institutions are there? You go to the top and see India down. You will come to know where you are. What is the role that you are expected to discharge? So many thousands of colleges, and more than 30% of the total population of youth has been given to you. That is what the government is observing you. Quality education, change in the education, innovation, creativity, commitment, good behavior amongst the students, because today's students are only the future citizens. You know, the current MLAs and MPs. If the same type of MLAs and MPs and ministers going continuously being there for another 50, 60 years, what is going to happen to this nation? Imagine. In Bihar government, more than 65% of the MLAs and some of the ministers are criminals. That is the society what we are having today. We have to cut the bill. We have to take a decision today. You should eradicate the wrongdoings of the citizens, wrongdoings of the education system, wrongdoings of the youth. You should eradicate slowly, and you should bring a new water into the education system with a clean and hygienic water so that everybody can drink like Ganga and Kaveri water. Polluted politics. So to clean that politics, to clean the administration of the nation, to clean the administration of the administrative machinery, we are responsible. We have to groom today. We have to tell them today. We have to advise the students in such a manner. These are all the things which is happening in the country. Be careful where you are, what is your future, how you are going to spend your remaining 60 years. It is not so easy to spend your remaining 60 years. Today, the expectations of the life is more than 90 years. 20, 30 years back, the expected life of the ordinary human being is it was just 45 years. Now nobody is dying. All medical facilities, all ICUs, for all parts of the body, experts are there. We need only money and a hospital to go. We can spend a time of more than 10 years in the hospital itself. We can postpone the death. So much of advanced technology that we have in the medical system. Therefore, you have to educate the students in such a manner that till the death, what is the struggle that you are going to have in the future, please get ready. Pull up your socks and see to it that you should face the challenges in the coming years. Then, society also expects something from you. What is that society wants from the teachers? Society wants only one statement: a good youth, good citizen, and excellent human being. They don't want rank holders. They don't want distinguished students. They want a good student who can understand the family, who can understand the parents, who can understand the guru system, who can understand Sanatana Dharma, who can understand India, and who can dedicate his services to the nation. That kind of a man, that kind of a boy, the society wants. Society is not interested in looking at the negativity of the education system. They want always positive things. Therefore, how exactly it should be done? It should be done in the classroom. It should be done in the campus. For that, you have to get ready and see what society is observing about the colleges and the schools and the universities that we need to offer. Then, what exactly you need to gear up yourself as a teacher? You are the teacher. What you should do? How you should come up. By looking at all of you, certain points I will not cover here. What are the points that I will not cover? You are neatly dressed. Your body language is very good. Your sitting postures are excellent. Your listening capacity is excellent. All are neatly groomed. All are neatly, in a handsome manner, you are seated in front of us. In most of the colleges, even today, college teachers who are drawing salary for 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, they will come in Hawaii chappals. They will come in, I don't want to say that kind of dresses. Their body language, I cannot explain. They don't know how to sit in front of the desk. They don't know how to talk. They don't know the body language. They don't have any sensitivity. They don't have any curiosity, interested eyes, interested ears. They come as if like a casual person. No. You are the most respected person in the society. In the class of 100 students, for 1.5 hours, 100 students multiplied by 2 eyes will look at you. You are in the platform. And they are going to see you from top to bottom for more than 1 hour. Be careful. Your dressing sense, your postures, your body language, your delivery, your voice, your modulation, your thinking ability, your delivery system, everything should be pakka, very professional. You should not go half-baked food. You should not go with the half-baked food in the classroom, to the classroom. You must not be failed even in one single occasion as a teacher. The day when you have failed in 1 day, in 1 hour, in one example, you are gone. Students are so intelligent, they will give 101 nicknames to you. And if you are not going to smile in the class, they will put Anasin as a sideline. They will give Anasin coming. Dr. Manmohan Singh is coming to the class. You see Manmohan Singh walking style. And he also never used to smile, or they will give Devagowda's statement, oh, Devagowda ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ. Because Devagowda also, normally he won't smile. All such things you should know. You should be jovial, you should be having smart personality, you should have an excellent delivery, you should have an excellent voice to control 100 students, and you should be very highly sensitive. What eyes, what legs, what body language each 100 students are having in the class, that you should observe and you should see eye to eye. Then you see the discipline in the class. One fellow is putting cross leg like this, laka, 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 he will do. Don't do anything. Be here only. See the legs of that boy for 1 minute, 2 minutes. Afterwards, he will sit properly. If you go and shout at him, as it is, he is a very bad fellow. He will counter question you. In what way it matters? You teach. I will listen. Do your duty. I will do my duty. That laka laka will go on. Don't do anything. Observe his legs. He is casually seated here. Go to him, dictate the notes in front of him. There ends the matter. And he is a very notorious fellow in the class. Ask him to become the leader of the group. Automatically 90% of the characters of bad characters will be set it right as it is. You need not have to teach, you need not have to tell, you need not have to do, you need not have to break your head for grooming that boy or a girl. Indecent boy, put him as a leader. Next day you just see his behavior and his grooming technique of the entire class. Then how to go to the class? You have to go to the class with tons and tons of knowledge, I told you. Today, information technology is flowing in all walks of life, in all the directions. Everybody is having the mobile, everybody is having YouTube, everybody is having Google, and everybody will download the information what you deliver in the class. Therefore, you must be very, very professional. Don't go to the library and take 200-page book and read that book and teach. Read that book and teach. For that, 5 days is enough. Now, in the new economic, new education policy, I am sorry, sir, 40 marks they have given the internal assessment. You are all postgraduate, double graduate, doctorate holders. You please judge yourself. A teacher is there to teach, not to sit with the computer. Today, almost all the teachers are going to sit in the computer to upload the admission, to upload the examination, to upload all the biodata of the parents and the students. Where is the time for teaching? Why we need 40 marks internal assessment? Which mechanism you have developed as a new education policy to check whether the 40 marks is being properly delivered to the students in the class or in the institutions? Do you know what is happening in most of the colleges? Teachers are being booked. Principals are being booked. Managements are being booked. I am sorry to say this. I am totally a straightforward person. I inquired this question in more than 10 meetings with Higher Education Council when Dr. Thimmegowda was there. He was the architect of this new education policy. He was unable to answer even one queries. I think the degree college principal and degree college HODs who have attended the university training centers, have they addressed any of the points that you have inquired in the meeting? They will run away. They don't have answers. And what kind of mechanism that you have? Internal test, 10 marks. See, if you are a very honest person like Dr. Radhakrishna, you will evaluate 40 marks according to the merit of that 40. How many Dr. Radhakrishnas are there? How many Dr. Abdul Kalams are there? Are you getting my point? What is going to happen if the supervisor, evaluator and the performance examiner, if it is not implemented properly, 40 marks, how you are going to award? As it is, you are going to the evaluation. What is happening in the evaluation? Internal assessment, 30 out of 30 we have given. Out of 70, he has scored 10. Do you agree or not? This is the tragedy of our education system today. To that, he has added another 10 marks. If you are giving 40 out of 40, 60 out of 60, at least he should score 40 or 45 marks. If you look at the system in which we are moving in, we feel miserable. We feel totally disappointed. I have discussed it with so many vice chancellors, so many educationists, so many experts, and including Ashwath Narayan, sir, education minister. Hey, nee sumne irappa neenu. He wants to take appreciation from Narendra Modi. That's all, one line of agenda. And semester system, as it is, we don't have the classes. Addition to that, this administrative, unproductive, dead work what we are doing. Unproductive, dead work uploading the information to the online system, UUCMS. In earlier day, SMS bus was there, that kind of a facility that they have, and the server will not work. How many times the last date has been extended, Amma? How many times? 3 days, 5 days, 10 days. And you ask the Vice Chancellor, no Vice Chancellor in Karnataka state will speak about NEP for more than half an hour. Nobody knows what is going to happen to NEP. What is skill development? What is project? What is alternative subject? How that 5 different types of module, and now for the management, they say 4-year course, 3-year course. How to fix the fees for the student? What to tell to the parents? Whether I am admitting for 4 years or 3 years, what teacher will say? Immediately the parents will come and ask the teacher. Teacher will bring them to the principal. And we are all becoming mockery without having any answer. You ask them, wait, first year let it go. You do somehow manage. We are not dealing with tables, building or infrastructure. We are dealing with the people. If we don't answer them, they will hit us. By being the principal, by being the director, by being the chief of the administrator, in the colleges, our life has become miserable. We are unable to give any concrete suggestion to any of the system what we are having. Added to that, 40 marks internal assessment. Then semester scheme. What is happening in the semester scheme? Admission, preparing timetable, conducting the test, doing for the preparatory, going for the examination. Where is the timetable for teaching? Where is the timetable for delivery? Where is the timetable for sports? Where is the timetable for cultural activity? All our boys and girls, they come with lot of hopes that I can dance, I can sing, I can do so many things in the college, and I can do all-round development, debates, seminars, conferences. Where? Where is the conference? Where is the cultural day? Admission day, examination day, graduation day. Admission day. Please think deeply about what you are doing in the colleges. Are we doing justice? When I was doing BCom, annual system was there. In annual system, for every activity there was plenty of time. Plenty of time. The boy and the girl who used to go out of the colleges, he would have become a perfect citizen of the nation by understanding all walks of life. Today, it is only correspondence course is better than the regular colleges today. I am sorry to say. We are not doing justice. Hardly 2.5 months time and 5 chapters. And each chapter, separate book. Read, deliver, read, deliver, read, deliver, gone. Semester has gone. What for the teacher should be? Teacher should be intellectual. Teacher should be research oriented. Teacher should be motivator. Teacher should be creator. Teacher should be sentimental. Teacher should educate the students in all walks of life, not only scoring and not only getting the good marks. Mark squads are not giving the jobs today. Your knowledge, your capability, your thinking, and the students' ability to take the opportunities on the hands only such a boy and such girl will be recruited today. You have seen all the top CEOs of all the multinational companies who have gone from India. They are all ruling the world. They are not 80% lot. They are first 20% lot. For them, nothing is required. On their own, they will come up like that. But in India, 80% of more than 50 crore population are liability even now. Students are liable. They are not assets. You have to groom that 80%. You have to trim them. You have to groom them. You have to take them into confidence. Convert them into the liability to the assets. Give them that kind of an administration, that kind of a delivery in such a manner they should take the responsibility on their own. And you know what kind of political system that we have. Lesser the said, it is better. We don't have direction of any government. They are all self-centered, self-driven, looting. And in this kind of a society, in this kind of heterogeneous politics, not even one party rule is not at all there, and it is not going to happen. If you go to West Bengal, she will say it is my state. If you go to Telangana, he will say it is my state. If you go to Tamil Nadu, he will declare that it is my state. Karnataka, little better. All the three are partners. Yes or no? In this society, to this kind of a dirty society, we are giving our students. In this kind of a worst scenario, we are allowing the students to enter into the society. They have to get married. They have to lead their life. They have to take care of the parents. They have to acquire the wealth. They have to give the lead to the family, to the society, to the town in which he is living in. All of us are believing that kind of a youth. But in the semester system, in NEP, we are sitting in front of computers. Where is the time for teaching? Where is the time for grooming? Where is the time for values, morals? When compared to the textbook delivery and the syllabus, the other part of the requirement, what is really needed in the education system, we are not giving. So, my dear teachers, you may say, in this kind of a limited hours, you are giving additional burden to us, that too in front of the chairman. Is it possible? You answer my question. So many things are there in your mind, I know. Don't worry. In an hour, 50 minutes you take for delivery and the notes. Delivery and the notes. I insist all the teachers to give the notes in the class. Don't give Xerox copy of the notes to the students. They are all living in SMS language. They have forgotten the original English. They have forgotten the basic mathematics. If you ask a simple addition and deletion, they will take the mobile. So physically give the activity to them. And the last 10 minutes, you please, whether the students are going to listen to you or not, that is different. As a teacher, you do your duty. Speak something about politics. Speak something about the society. Speak something about what is happening in the day-to-day life every day. Let those information goes to the student's mind. Let them give little time for those type of thinking. Give them the threat of owning the responsibility after the education. What kind of responsibility what they have. You also imagine in final year how you were. In final year degree, in final year PG, in the graduation day, what kind of challenges that you had. You tell the same experience to your students. We were shivering in the final year. What next we were not aware of. So much of challenges that we have undergone and underwent. That kind of a fear that you have to create in the minds of the students. Otherwise, students' community voluntarily they will not learn. So, you have to be disciplined. You have to acquire massive knowledge. Don't stuck only with one qualification. Acquire massive qualification. whether it is in the regular course or the correspondence course, have 2 or 3 postgraduates. I request all of you to become PhD holders. Whatever may be the difficulty, whatever may be the financial commitment, whatever may be the personal life, husband, children, and so many confusions, don't worry about all those things. If you are a real teacher, if you are selecting the teacher as a choice, you must go for PhD. And if your family people are very supportive to you, push after PhD one more degree, postdoctoral research work. If not, start writing the books, start writing the articles, start making money, give consultancy to the government, give consultancy to the multinational companies. So many thousands of companies are there in Bangalore who needs your services, your knowledge, your support in survey, in solving the problem, in developing their strategy, and so many thousands of areas are available. They are in need of a good teacher. India is the country which is having the biggest problem as of today is lack of efficient teachers. Good number of excellent teachers are not available in India today. Most of the teachers are self-contented with what they have. 1 degree, enough. 1 salary, enough. And whatever the framework what you have made, that is enough for, no. You need to develop all these types of habits. You write 1 or 2 books, 1 or 2 articles. Let your name come in the newspaper, let your name come in the journal, let your name come in all boxes. Prepare paper presentation, go to the seminar, local, national level, international level. Wherever you go, you please with bold attitude present your views. Take up the challenge. Little time is required. Little statistics is required. Little English is required. Prepare 3-4 pages of paper. Present the same thing in front of so many people, and you will get the immense satisfaction of being a teacher. This is what really needed today. India needs quality teachers. India needs motivators. India needs selfless persons to groom this kind of heterogeneous group of parents, heterogeneous group of students community. And that responsibility, whether it is directly or indirectly, is kept on the shoulders of the teachers. Nobody need to tell that you should do this. You are all qualified, you are all thinkers, you are all researchers. You know your responsibility too well by yourself. That is the reason why Teachers' Day is a great day. They are the role models to all of us. They have shown the path. If not like Radhakrishna ji, if not like Manmohan Singh ji, we can do our little work at ourselves. In the classroom itself, we can do excellent job. In the campus itself, you can do extraordinary job to the students community, to the parents, and to the management. Shall I stop, sir? Okay. I am a teacher. You are all good listeners. Good mic. Good environment. What else is required? I will not bore you. Anyway, once again, before I conclude, role of the teachers need not be told by a third party. We are all self-intellectuals. We are all gurus. We know our responsibilities. We know our duties. Kindly take up the challenges very honestly. Keep this profession as a passion. Keep this profession as a love. And you are, even if you teach for 9 hours, you will not get tired if you love your profession. Those who are not loving this profession, please resign the job today itself and go. You are a big liability to the college, big liability to the society, big liability to the nation. A teacher should not be liable. He should be always asset. And with all kinds of love, affection and heart, you have to handle the students and the parents and the society. With this kind of a note, I once again pray Almighty that all the teachers of this Indian Academy group should be well versed with intellectual powers. Let all of you complete your PhDs. Let all of you become the good motivators, good groomers, good thinkers and good performers so that the Indian contribution can be made by you substantially. God bless each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your precious words. Guest, Dr. Prasad, respected chairman, HOIs and directors of group of institutions, and all the faculty members of IAGI group. It is my privilege to share my experience as how people have helped me in my journey of life. First and foremost, I thank my living and answering God for all the blessings He has bestowed on me personally and professionally. My parents, who have never taught us, that is we three sisters, to be ambitious. They have never taught us to be ambitious, but taught us to be sincere and God-fearing. This they did not by their advices, not by their lectures. This they have not taught us by their advice or lectures, but showed us through the way they have led their life. Next, I would like to thank my in-laws, especially my mother-in-law, for considering me as her own daughter. I must tell this because I pursued my MSc nursing with two kids, 4-year-old and 2-year-old. My mother-in-law took care of them without any complaints. Not one day she had complained that she was tired taking care of our children. And in fact, would tell her son, my husband, to help me in all my struggles. This really motivated me, and I worked hard, and God blessed me with a 4th rank in the university level. It is only because of the motivation of my mother-in-law. My husband for all the support to complete my master's, and he has given me the freedom to work peacefully both at home as well as in my workplace. In every difficulty of mine, he has stood behind me along with my children. I sincerely thank our beloved chairman, Bharti ma'am, Dr. Siddhaya, the then COO, who had offered the principal post in the year 2012. I was not in a position to accept and gave reasons, but I know as a teacher I am good, but as an administrator was a question mark for me. But with the guidance and support of the management, especially sir and ma'am, and every day morning before I start my office work, I ask the Almighty to fill the place with the Holy Spirit and strengthen me when I am weak. With this, I was able to carry out my work smoothly. I remember Hannah ma'am, our former principal at Indian Academy College of Nursing, who has guided me in administrative skills before she left the institution. Professor Rajeshri ma'am, principal IAPUC, for always being a very good friend of mine. My sincere appreciation to Ms. Munmun, Ms. Radha, and Ms. Smita, because we have worked together right from my designation as lecturer to vice principal to principal. We have worked together for more than a decade, who has understood me and the system and work according to the values. I thank all our teaching staff, the present as well as the previous teaching staff and the non-teaching staff of IACN, and special thanks to our office attender, Mr. Jeev Ratnam, who is with us with Indian Academy from past 17 years, age 71. But still never one day he has told that he is tired or given any reason keeping his age as a excuse. I'm sure with all the dedication of all the faculty members and their cooperation, Indian Academy College of Nursing, we were able to function it smoothly. So once again, I express my heartfelt gratitude to the management for all the guidance and support. Before I conclude, a happy Teachers' Day to all. Thank you.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Good afternoon to all. Happy Teachers' Day to everyone. Sorry for my voice due to travel sickness. First, I want to thank that Almighty who is the creator of the universe And I want to thank the list of catalysts added to my life journey. I am mentioning the name as catalyst here. As a chemist, we used to mention the term catalyst means to alter the rate of the reaction. So the following are the list of the people who alter my life journey. With this, first, I want to thank my grandparents, who is a first teacher, and they taught the valuable lesson of being human. Thanks to my parents, thanks to my dad, and I am a blessed child. Always I am receiving his blessing from the heaven. Thanks to my mother, as a single parent, she gave her entire life to bring up the two daughters, myself and my sister. Thanks to my best sister and best friend, Anandi. And thanks to all my school teachers, college professor for their support and guidance. Thanks to my family members, the energy boosters of my life. Thanks to the management of IAGI for providing a good work environment and healthy work culture. Thank you, sir. Thanks to my department colleagues, both teaching and non-teaching. And finally, I am thanking all the teaching and non-teaching faculties of IADCA. Special thanks to my examination committee members, Deepa, Mary Magdalene, Indrani ma'am, Afzal Pasha. They all are there with me for the past 5 years. Special thanks to them. Special thanks to my bestie, Monica, and my frequency matcher, Sarita also. Thanks to my students, and thank you one and all.
Thank you all. A token of appreciation is a small act of kindness that shows gratitude. I now request our Honorable Chairman, Dr. T. Somashekar, IAGI, to present the gift voucher to our Honorable Chief Guest. I now call upon Dr. Reena Sham, Director, IA School of Management Studies, to collect the gift voucher. I request Professor Shalini S., Vice Principal, IADC Autonomous, to collect the gift voucher. I now request Professor Elizabeth Leena, Principal, Indian Academy College of Nursing, to collect the gift voucher. I now call upon Professor J. Rajeshwari, Principal, IAPUC, to collect the gift voucher. Thank you, dignitaries. Now we are witnessing the most awaited moment for the day, presenting the sports awards. The staff of IAGI took part in various sports events held at St. Joseph's College, Autonomous. They secured first runner-up in volleyball tournament and first runner-up in throwball. Now I request our Honorable Chief Guest to present the award. Teachers, kindly come forward to receive the award. Dr. Raghupati K., IADC Autonomous. Mr. O. Anish, IADC Autonomous. Mr. Nagesh N., IAPUC. Mr. Naveen N., IADC Autonomous. Mr. Girish CU, IAPUC. Mr. S. Saravanan, IAPUC. They are the runner-up for volleyball tournament. Now first runner-up in throw ball, Miss Maria Mendes, Miss Sayeda Firdos, Mrs. Mangala, IACN, Parvin Taj, IAPUC, Miss Preeti, IAPUC. Thank you, sir. Now I request our chief guest to continue to present the awards. Now we are heading with the sports awards for various sports events that was organized for staff of IAGI for Teachers' Day. First event is table tennis women. The winner is Miss Vani SP, IAPUC. Runner-up Dr. Pushpa K, IADC Autonomous. Next event is Carom Men. Winners are Professor K. S. Suryanarayana and Dr. K. Sham Sundar, IADC Autonomous. Runners Dr. T. Srinivasa Rao and Mr. Muhammad Harshad Ullah Khan, IADC Autonomous. Badminton men, winners are Mr. Anjani Kumar and Professor Vijay Kumar, IADC Autonomous. Runners Mr. Girish CU and Mr. Naveen N. Next event is chessmen. Winner is Dr. T. Srinivasa Rao, IADC Autonomous. The runner is Professor Ashish G. Wilson, IADC Autonomous. The next event is badminton women. Winners are Ms. Smita KB and Ms. Bhavina C, IACN. Runners Ms. Mangala S and Ms. Arul Nahomi, IACN. tennis men, winner is Mr. Girish CU, IAPUC. Runner, Professor Afzal Basha, IA School of Management Studies. Chess women, runner is Ms. Vani SP, IAPUC. For cricket men, this is for cricket men. Winners are Professor K.S. Suryanarayana, Captain, Mr. Girish CU, Mr. Venkatesh CN, Professor Muhammad Ahmad A, Dr. Kalai Yarasuti, Professor Vijay Kumar, Dr. E. Parashuraman, Dr. Shyam Sundar, Professor Rajarajan P, Mr. Banu Prakash M, Dr. Raghupati K. Cricket men runners are Dr. T. Srinivas Rao, IADC Autonomous, Professor Ashish G. Wilson, Professor Suresh J, Professor Ravi Kumar, Mr. O. Anish, Mr. Anjani Kumar, Professor Jafar Muhammad C, IADC Autonomous, Dr. Malai Arasa Pandian, IADC Autonomous. Next event is mixed throw ball. Winners are Ms. Mangala S, IACN, Ms. Preeti P, IAPUC, Ms. Shruti R, IAPUC, Ms. Kusuma GN, IAPUC, Ms. Vivina C, IACN, Mr. Anjani Kumar, IADC Autonomous, Ms. Mangala T, IAPUC. Runners for mixed throw ball, Mr. Naveen N, IADC Autonomous, Ms. Rajani Singh, IADC Autonomous, Dr. S. Anakritika, IADC Autonomous, Ms. Arul Nahomi, IACN, Ms. Jansi, IACN, Ms. Apurva S, IADC Autonomous, Ms. Hema M, IAPUC, Ms. Parveen Taj, IAPUC. For mixed tug of war, winners are Ms. Kusuma GN, IAPUC, Ms. Shruti R, IAPUC, Ms. Parveen Taj, IAPUC, Ms. Vani SP, IAPUC, Ms. Mangala S, IACN, Dr. S. Anukritika, IADC A. Dr. Ramachandra Murthy, IADC Autonomous. Runners for mixed tug of war, Ms. Radha P, IACN, Ms. Smita KB, IACN, Dr. Divya, IADC Autonomous, Dr. T. Kalayarasu, IADC Autonomous, Dr. Vivek T, IADC Autonomous. Thank you, dignitaries, for the honors, and congratulations to all the prize winners. Now I take immense pleasure in requesting our Honorable Chairman, Dr. T. Somashekar, Indian Academic Group of Institutions, who is a visionary academician who incessantly chisels only the excellence of the individuals, to address the gathering.
Our chief guest, Dr. Satya Prasad, and all the principals of our Indian Academy Group of Institutions, vice principals, directors, controller of examiner, heads of departments, teachers, non-teaching staff, some of you who are here, and a few student representatives who are here to assist us on Teachers' Day. Very happy to be part of this year's edition of Teachers' Day. And thank you all for serving Indian Academy Group of Institutions, and happy Teachers' Day to all of you. I'm glad we had a break in terms of sports prize distribution event after what our teacher awardees spoke. Some of it was very emotional, so I was hoping that I don't have to immediately speak with a choked voice. So good there was a break. First of all, let me thank our chief guest, Dr. Satya Prasad, on behalf of all of you, for coming and being part of our Teachers' Day, which is our tradition to invite a teacher who has served other institutions other than Indian Academic Group and who spent many years in the profession of teaching to be the chief guest of Teachers' Day event. That is what we have been doing for many years. This year when Dr. Srinidhi Parthasarathi has told me that, sir, this year we have requested and convinced Dr. Satya Prasad to be our chief guest. It took some time for me to recollect who this person, and I had met him earlier, and I was more than happy that he chose him as chief guest for today's event. And I was very happy to see the reactions from all of you when he was addressing you. It was a bit long as per our schedule that Professor Rajeshwari has given, but worth every minute of it. I too, sitting there, enjoyed whatever he said, because those thoughts pretty much linger in my mind as far as what I need to speak to teachers on any day, forget on a Teachers' Day. Right? So most of it was fitting very well. Thank you, sir, for taking that role and talking to our teachers. I think they keep listening to people in-house. When somebody comes from outside, yes, they do give little extra attention. And I hope most of the things that you have shared has registered well in them. And at least I was looking at all the eyes and ears and body language, not feet much, most of it was covered. But I could see that they were really giving you very attentive listening, and I'm sure that they have a lot to take home with them from today's message from you. As you were talking to them, I think there were few people here in this audience who enjoyed your speech maximum is our PUC students. I was seeing them, they were really could not control. Here is one day where our teachers are being given, a lot of instructions and do's and don'ts. I'm sure they're getting a kick of their life when you are talking to them. Yes, as Dr. Satyaprasad repeatedly stressed, one thing I could take is, as teachers, you cannot go with one-size-fits-all mindset. Unfortunately, all your students have different sizes and shapes in terms of their mindsets and aptitude status. So you need to really have to understand each and every student of yours in order to address them, in order to communicate with them, in order to share whatever you have with them. You need to go in a very customized approach. Yes, very, very challenging. Customized approach to deal with 100 students or 80 students, 60 students in a classroom, I don't think even God can do. At a given point, how many prayers can He listen to? But I think all of you are doing to the best of your abilities. And when everything breaks down, as our College of Nursing principal often tells me, apart from doing everything in the college, in dealing with students and faculty, she goes back and prays God also, what He can do for the students and staff and also to the management. So it's a challenging job. I'm sure all of you are doing to the best of your ability. Only one thing I can tell on Teachers' Day is, as teachers, teach, don't preach. Nobody wants to listen to preachings, especially students. Talk to them, share what you have. I'm sure they'll appreciate better, despite all the comforts they have with, like knowledge friend, what they can get from Google, what they can get from YouTube. All these technologies cannot replace teachers in the form of flesh and blood, right? That is why I don't believe big time in online teaching. I think standing in front of students, working with them face to face is a lively experience and lovely experience. And that's what you need to relish and work with your students. And those teachers, quite a few of them, I was telling our chief guest, are on vacation. They could not join us today in our Teachers' Day. Happy Teachers' Day to all of them who are not physically here. In terms of advice, only 2 points I wanted to share with all of you on Teachers' Day. I've been listening to something about time management. Of late, I've been reading. The essence of the time management that I have been reading is, it's a fiction. Time management, there is no point in trying to manage time that is not under your control. You need not have a timepiece with you to manage time, which is so true when you look back human evolution. Go back if you can, if not 10,000 years, maybe to around 3,000-4,000 years back. People were only looking at sunrise and sunset to manage the time. Sun raised a little earlier, they got up earlier and did their work. Sunset earlier, they were going back to work. Life was still okay, right? We have so many things now. Things we were trying to draft a letter, we were taking 2 days. To send it across, it was taking 1 week minimum, right? Anywhere inland, overseas, probably months. Today, with email, in seconds you can reach, we are still lagging behind in sending mails. It did not help us in managing time better, correct? Lot of things which have really came in hand to manage time, they did not succeed in managing time. They only have piled up more work with us, and we are not able to manage time. At one point, you may have to give up in managing time, but just do. There are other pundits who are telling, if you work 4 hours in a day, you can do a lot of good things without regretting, I could not accomplish many things on a day. 4 hours of focused, mindful application to your work. If you split it into maybe, someone may teach, I have to take 6 hours a day, 4 hours a day. In that you can at least take 30% mindful, remaining 30%, as sir said, talk about movies or politics or anything, if you have some knowledge about it. So I think you can easily manage time if you properly take it easy. And one more thing, if you have noticed in time management, if you are stuck in a traffic junction, which usually takes 30 seconds, there are days where it takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes also. At Hennur Cross, there are many days we spend 5 minutes to cross without traffic light just to pass the junction. So best thing at that point is not to curse anybody. There is no way you are going to move faster by cursing, right? You can think of 101 times you can do whatever you can do about cursing fellow passengers, honking. Those people who are honking continuously should realize that it is not going to help them move even 1 minute faster, 1 second faster. Things will happen the way it is going to happen. So best thing you can do when time is not under your control is to have patience, right? You have problem in dealing with a student, problem in dealing with a colleague, problem in dealing with a principal, problem in dealing with chairman. Just have some patience, things will be automatic. It will work out in your favor if you just have that extra bit of patience. Most of the times that's what we don't have. I am preaching, but even I am short of patience most of the times. But I think it does work. Most of the times if you hold back instead of reacting, things are much better than reacting quickly when something that is not very good that has happened to you. Before I close, only one thing I would like to address on Teachers' Day is, as again our chief guest briefly touched on that, most of us come with the idea that I'm a chemistry teacher, I have to teach chemistry, and I don't even have to test the knowledge of student in what he or she has learned. It used to be board or university will set the question paper. So testing is done elsewhere, and evaluation also is done elsewhere, central evaluation. Even now, for our PU college, nursing college, our IA School of Management Studies, testing and evaluation is happening elsewhere. But in our autonomous institution, testing and evaluation also is happening internally. So teachers who need to come on work should realize that teaching, testing, evaluation are the 3 core areas teacher has to participate. Even in the other institutions, PU college, there are a lot of internal testing and evaluation happening before they take board exams or university exams. With these 3 major areas of responsibilities or core, like job description, like our key areas of responsibilities, comes a lot of other things what he was telling in a very jovial manner about uploading data to various regulatory bodies, whether it is board, whether it is university, whether it is NAC, NIRF, UGC. Most of them probably can share from one source, but we have to multiple times upload this data because each one has a slightly different format. Therefore, we cannot do it in one go. So these things, most of you think this is a clerical work. It has to be done by clerical staff. I am telling you once again, this cannot be done by anybody other than a teacher, because this is academic governance related work. Only teachers are equipped to know what is the data they are uploading, whether it is meaningful or meaningless. Otherwise, they'll blindly upload the data. No, like there are cases where total number of books in library under English acquired during this year, entire calendar year, 2 books. If the data is given, if someone is uploading it, they should be mindful. How can in the entire year we can acquire only 2 books in one subject? That is what an English teacher before uploading would think twice, come back and tell me, sir, it looks very, very meager, 2 books for the entire academic year, let us make it 200. They would not even come to me, they will make it 200, because if they come to me, I would ask, why did you not ask for 200 books? Did you ask? Did we deny? These kind of questions will come. So the data that you upload to any resource, agencies which are part of our ecosystem, they are part of our stakeholders. The data has to be very thoughtful, reviewed critically before upload. If you give it to administrative, non-academic, clerical staff, they have no knowledge about this information and they would blindly upload it, and we will be in trouble for doing so. That is why even this has to be taken as part of the responsibility of teachers. Yes, it adds to your workload. That has to be worked out differently rather than shunning away from the responsibility of accepting it as important as teaching students. You need to take that also without treating that as a clerical, administrative kind of work. That is one thing we have been struggling, and therefore I am bringing it to your attention. All of you need to come forward and shoulder the responsibility of academic administration or academic governance, we call it. With that, yes, we can do well and move forward. There are a lot of areas we need to work to grow. And before I close, I'm very sorry, forgetting about main felicities, teachers who have served for long, Indian Academic Group. Again, for newcomers to Indian Academic Group, every Teachers' Day we have been identifying, we have a criteria. Through that criteria, we are identifying, recognizing, and in a very small way rewarding those faculty members who have served Indian Academic Group over a period of time. Today's felicities are Professor Shobha, Professor Elizabeth Lina, and Professor Lata. I probably have a few words about each of them. First of all, thank you all 3 of you for your long-standing service to Indian Academic Group, and I'm looking forward to your dedicated services to the students of Indian Academic Group. Shobha is one of the very enthusiastic, and the other day, Mrs. Bharati, my wife, showed the picture of Shobha when she joined, probably in the first or second year in her service in Indian Academy. She asked me, can you recognize who is this person? To be frank, I could not recognize. She was very young and enthusiastic. She continues to have those attributes even now. But one thing I have noticed in her, she went through, yes, when she was with us, went through a lot of ups and downs in her personal life. But I think she stood with Indian Academy and continued to work with the same zeal and enthusiasm. And she's very close to students and she can mix with any group, new principal, old principal, faculty members who are younger, senior, whatever, junior to her, does not matter. I think she's very popular among all of them. No one has problem in handling her, or she has no problem mixing with anyone. I think this is very, very difficult. One thing I have seen is in front of me, everybody looks like, all is well, sir. But when I go away, I understand that there are a lot of issues with interpersonal issues with people, which comes and affects the work at the end of the day. So I think if one quality that I had to pinpoint in her is her ability to mix with people and be friendly with everyone and carry the job with enthusiasm. I'm sure people who are very close to her probably would have noticed many other good things. And I was very happy to see her recollecting all her teachers and her colleagues, what they did for her besides her family members. Thank you, Professor Shobha, once again, for all the good work you are doing for Indian Academy. Professor Elizabeth Lina, yes, she joined as a faculty member in our College of Nursing, and she's probably one person who doesn't realize her talent and abilities. She comes very, very humble and this is enough for me kind of thing. We have to push at every minute. We never had any doubts about her abilities and her leadership qualities. And her role as teacher is proven beyond doubt. Every function that we organize for College of Nursing, I see this, the popularity that she has among students is really, really great. And but besides being good with students, she also has handled faculty members very well. And even in their tough times, whether somebody's leave, somebody's whatever it is, she would quietly come and request rather than asking, I'm the principal, you have to give it to my faculty kind of thing. But she does make sure that the issues connected with her staff are also properly handled. And she was mentioning in the acceptance speech that she's still not sure how good an administrator she is. She's one damn good administrator that I had in Indian Academic Group. And I think there are many other people still see her as a leader who is unreplaceable. We have no issues with her leadership in all fronts, including as a teacher and as a principal. And more than anything for me, one great advantage with her is she lives just across the road. So I wish all my faculty members live in and around Hennur, who just have to walk only 5 minutes to reach the campus. And despite raising her family, young kids, she still gives almost, I think, top priority to College of Nursing and School of Nursing, and has taken us through many tough challenges in tiding over those challenges. Running College of Nursing is not a joke, especially dealing with healthcare and getting clinical services from good hospitals, clinical rotations. I don't know how she does. She gets very good hospitals tied up. I don't have to move a feet, and she just goes we have recently tied up with Jain Hospital for our College of Nursing, and I met them. They were telling that we like to collaborate with your institution because your principal and set of students are very good and they're actually useful to us when they come to hospital rotations. So, thank you, Professor Elizabeth Lina, for all the good work you have done, and we are looking forward to much more contributions from you. Professor Lata, very low in demeanor, and she has been also with us for many, many years. And at one point we were thinking that she's on her vacation, she's not going to come. People suggested whether we should do online kind of felicitation, which I felt that may not be a great idea. But when she comes back from vacation, if we have to felicitate her inside chairman's room or principal's room, again she's going to miss all this, doing it on a big stage kind of thing. And I'm very glad she made it to the function today. And before that, yes, she has worked under many HODs in chemistry department and many principals in Indian Academy Degree College she has seen. And I think through all these years, she has shouldered multiple responsibilities besides teaching, and most of these assignments, almost every principal, every HOD has given full marks to her for whatever she did, both for students as far as in academic governance. Once again, commitment and like loyalty. There were times where she had some challenges in working in Indian Academy Degree College, I guess. So a couple of times I had to talk to her about these things and work it out and see that good candidates, good people continue to work for us, going out of the way to see that we retain people and continue to engage them with our system is what we want to do as management. And some of them do respect that stand and continue to, initially whatever may be the turbulence, they try to resolve it and try to move forward. And I must thank all of you for that, and especially people like Professor Lata for sticking despite some challenges and continuing to associate with Indian Academy Degree College. There was very limited time, so could not talk much about all three of you, but very happy with all of you, especially three of you, and I wish that we will have more such people with long years of service to Indian Academy group of institutions and long years of consistent service. That is very, very difficult. One thing I would like to tell those of you who are aging in Indian Academy group, like gracefully, try to ensure that complacency doesn't set in, and people are going to look at you being associated with for so many years. What is your contributions compared to a junior 5 years or 3 years in the system? One thing I would ask all seniors, go yourself to the toughest assignments. Protect your juniors. If there is a class with 80 members which is difficult to control class management, don't send new appointees, people who have just joined, freshers, 1 year, 2 year experience. The other day, we had another HR expert coming and advising us, what is your induction process as a faculty member? Said, no, we bring them, we tell them job responsibilities, HOD, teachers, this is your classwork, next day they go to work. Right? Next day onwards, they are taking classes. We were asked by the HR expert, keep them at least for 2 weeks without giving any teaching work. Pick a mentor for that person in the department. Let that person be responsible for that person's journey for 1 year at least. So if they have any problems with their classwork, with their anything related to their job, they need to have a mentor. The mentor can be from another department. Mentor need not be HOD. Sometimes HOD itself can be a problem. Where would they go, right? Mentor need not be a principal. Ideally, a mentor can be from another department, and who can guide them, who can help them with a lot of these things. I was all ears to that advice, and I had a word with Dr. Rahul. Let us see if we can factor it in our induction program, and make it like a first year someone is mentor. Good or bad happens, we can also ask the mentor why it is happening like that with this teacher, new appointee. So we will bring in a lot of these things. Professor was mentioning about PhD programs, B.Ed programs for faculty members who join in a PU college, or similar any higher studies for nursing faculty members. We have been thinking about it. We have some kind of support right now available, not much I guess, especially in our degree college for those who register for PhD. I think we have some paid leave, some kind of small support available. We are seriously thinking about making it little more, muscular, a little stronger, come out with what would be the maybe average cost to pursue that program, or what is the time they need, how we can help them to make it little bit more meaningful rather than just a token support. So we are seriously thinking about it, and we will see if we can bring it as part of our faculty welfare measure. We will work it out and try to come back to you maybe in a month or so about that also. Thank you, and once again, all of you have a happy Teachers' Day.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts. I now call upon Dr. Suryanarayana Kayas, Director, Academic Excellence, IAGI, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening. I am glad to be standing here to represent the IAGI family to propose or express my vote of thanks to all the members who are present here. First and the foremost, a big thanks to the Almighty who has showered the choicest blessing on this institution and all of us, not only in conducting this program very successfully, but also blessing us in conducting many more programs like this to come in future. A very special thanks to Dr. B.G. Satyaprasad, who has accepted our invite to grace the occasion, and also your talks were not only motivational but thought-provoking, and I'm sure that has gone into our minds and we would take it forward. So thank you, sir, for being with us today and gracing the occasion. My heartfelt thanks and deep debt of gratitude to Dr. T. Somshekar, Chairman, Indian Academy Educational Trust, for constantly supporting us and guiding us in the right direction and recognizing the talents, teachers, motivating them by felicitating them, and then, for their human services in the institution. As he already mentioned, that I would like to see many more coming and sitting on these chairs in the years to come. So thank you very much, sir, for your support. We are very happy. I also thank all the heads of the institution, IAPUC, ISEN, Indian Academy Evening College, ISMS, Vice Principal, Director Science and Technology, and all other heads of the departments who have continuously supported us in conducting this function very smoothly without hassles. Thank you so much. Finally, I would be failing in my duty if I do not congratulate the superstars of today, my dear colleagues, teachers. Thank you for being with us. Come what may, you have been always supporting us, the institution, students, and shaping them, transforming them into wonderful human beings. Thank you so much, teachers, for your time, and I expect you would continue with the same energy in the years or days to come. Finally, I thank all the members, teaching, non-teaching staff, IT support, students who are present here, and all other members who have directly or indirectly contributed for this program or this event to run successfully. And I thank everyone. God bless you. Take care. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Once again, my sincere gratitude to each one of you for your cooperation, presence, and time in making this program success. Now I request everyone to please stand for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Please remain standing as the dignitaries leave.